Sagittarius, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do your reading for the rest of February. How are you all? It's nice to be back at the desk today. It's been a couple days off. Hope you all enjoyed your Valentine's or your Galentines, however you celebrated it. Let's get started. Today we're going to take a look at your recent past, your current energies, and what you may not see coming. I'm also going to take a look at the challenge that you could be dealing with at this time. We're going to get started here. A little bit different format than I normally do. Let's call Spirit in. Thank you for tuning in, y'all. Let me know how you're doing in the comments. Navigating the energies of this Leo full moon, post-Leo full moon. Thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Sagittarius today. Okay. One more shuffle, they said. One more shuffle. We're going to see where. Okay, you're rising above a little bit of a power struggle. 5 of Wands, 6 of Wands, just keep going, right? Don't give up right now, all right? I know if you've had some sort of challenging situation, you're rising above it. All right, let's see what the challenge is here. We're going to start out with the first card, the challenge. What is the challenge here for Sag? Okay, healing, resting, recuperating. 4 of Swords comes after the 3 of Swords. And already my throat's coming. Something feels like an owie. All right, Sag, an owie. And you could feel like, I'm taking a time out, Spirit. Where's my blankie? I'm getting that. Let's now get into the recent past. We have the Strength, the 8 of Wands, and the King of Pentacles trying to stabilize the communication. And it's been very difficult with someone in your life. We have the Justice, the Wheel, and the Page of Wands. I love this. Things are coming into balance, trying to master light and shadow at this time, and feeling a lightening up in the energy. So if things have been, like you feel like there's been this, actually, you know what? If you felt like things were a little shaky, there's going to be a complete shift in the energy here. Because this past energy, what you didn't realize that was underneath whatever conflict you had, was sending you into this powerful movement into stabilizing your energy and being strong enough to just ground in what you have built and the stability of self. And now we have this current energy of really coming back into balance because of that. Okay, so this feels like a recent energy. Doesn't feel like you're in a powerful time right now, Sag, where it's about riding through the changes, expected and unexpected changes, and dealing with something that feels like a little bit of karma here. Let's see the immediate future. There you are, Sag. Nice. Nice. Woo! I love it. You've got fire under your feet. Yeah, I knew it. And look at that. What you don't see coming here. It's interesting. Kind of seeing this in the opposite, but it's okay. Than what I would prefer. Oh, I'm sorry, the overall general energy for the reading, the 4 of Cups. So I told Aries this. Think of this whole reading, it's being encapsulated in this bubble, right, of understanding. And we're standing outside of it, looking in. Okay, that's the reading. And the bubble itself is this 4 of Cups. You're looking at your life at the moment and you're saying, you know what, I'm dissatisfied. I'm upset. I don't like what has been happening. So we're going to talk about why you're telling your higher self this, all right? I'm standing beside you. It's you and your higher self, and you're having a conversation. So we're going to talk about that conversation in a moment. The challenge here, like I said, the 4 of Swords comes after the 3 of Swords. She's laying here. She's feeling wounded. She's tired. She needs a timeout. She's in the nest, right? When we're in the nest, it's our home. It's our sanctuary. It's where we need to heal. So there's some important healing, and that's the challenge that you're going through right now. We talked about the recent past. We talked about the current energy, this energy of things getting lighter for you, allowing the wheel to turn, coming back into balance, stabilizing. But you are, when I see the Justice, it is something to do with in destiny here, the wheel of destiny. There's some sort of karmic turn of events that maybe it happened quickly. And now you're like, whoa, Nelly, let me just get back on my feet here. It's like you're taking in some information and you're trying to consider your next move. In the near future, we have the King of Wands, the Temperance, and the Chariot. I love it. So it's like you're going to get your fire back. If you're at a timeout or any kind of pause right now, what you don't see coming here in the immediate future is you being fired up, right? In a state of beautiful internal alignment and moving forward on your path confidently forward, listening to your intuition. I love this card in the Light Seers deck because he is the master of his own fate. He's the master of his destiny, and he knows what direction he's supposed to go in. And Spirit is saying you need to go in the direction of your fire energy, Sag, and remember who you are. And that's the biggest message I'm getting, that no matter what events have happened in your life lately, you need to remember who you are. And in fact, if you don't remember, Spirit is guiding you deeper into that remembering. Again, remember, sometimes life's greatest disappointments lead us back to ourselves, and that's the whole point. So let's take a higher perspective, because that's what you're doing here. The challenge is seeing your healing journey and honoring it. We have underneath this, what you don't see coming, pain. You know, you're like, this hurt. This hurts. I don't like this feeling. And you're like almost mad. I feel like there's this fiery energy coming out, whether you don't feel heard or seen or understood. It's hurtful, right? So I'm getting guided to tell you, let the wheel turn. This is all going to work out better than you think. Okay? I want to get, at this point, a Mystic Forest Oracle message just to give you the guidance your higher self is telling you as you look through this bubble of disappointment. Now, some of you, it's not disappointment, it's a boredom, apathy, lack, feeling like, you know, despite this offering of a cup in front of you, you're kind of like, and this beauty of like this rainbow of what could be, right? This is like hope for the future. You're kind of looking back at what you've been through and going, you know what, this sucks. When is this going to end? I feel like I just keep getting hit left and right. All right. We have life source. Yeah. And that's, yeah, let's leave it there. We'll talk about more of these in a moment, but this is apropos for where you're at. When life comes to a standstill, turn inward and focus on joy and excitement. Your inner light keeps everything alive and moving. I think that Spirit is saying you need to remember your life source, and you need to reconnect with your inner light. And it's oftentimes when we get clouded in the life's circumstances and experiences that disappoint and hurt us, where we forget about our fire, our inner light, our essence, our nature, our true self. So Sag, I feel like you're moving forward, and you're there's some things that are happening in your career in the recent past that you're like very happy about. You're proud of it. You know, this is accolades, you know, communications coming in at work, opportunities at work, and you grounding in more abundance, King of Pentacles. And also you show up with a lot of pride in your work. Okay. And people really acknowledge that. I don't doubt that you get a lot of people saying to you that they're proud of the work that you do and they appreciate you at work. Okay. So this is really like, it's a buoyant kind of energy that feeds you and fuels you to get through the hard times. And I love that you're showing me that in the recent past, this has really helped you. Like you could even be like, work is the one place where, as much as it can be hard, it's the place that you feel safe, seen, and heard. Okay. At least that's what you're showing me here. Now, this could also indicate your home environment, because he's sitting back and he's in his library and he's looking at his family and he's happy. So if it's not a work situation, it's being a parent, right? Mother or father figure, and having a family, and how much that fills you, okay? Because this is spirit energy. And there's something that in the recent past really was, like I said, helping you feel more like you, because it was grounding you, okay? Now, current energy, we have the Justice, the Wheel, and the Page of Wands. I want to go a little deeper into this. Like I said, what is happening that's karmic? We're going to take a look a little bit deeper. I want to go into this current energy because you have an opportunity to turn the page. Turn the page, okay? As painful as it is, once you do, you're going to be going into this spirited new direction. All right, and then we have this Three of Swords underneath that is just, I feel like it's been a challenge for you, but let's go into this now. I want to go a little deeper, and I want to take a look. We have all these fours, all right? We got 2 4s here. And then we have the 8. So it's almost something around you stabilizing in the way you communicate. That's what it feels like. There's something off about communication here that I'm seeing, or news that came in. Let me get into the 4 Cups, this energy bubble here that we're looking through, this feeling of disappointment, Sag. Okay. All right. Well, this is good. You have a very, very, you know what's really wild? This is wild. Because you think, okay, this is the overall energy of the reading, right? I'm disappointed. I'm unhappy. I'm not feeling fulfilled. But then when you go deeper, like, what's underneath that, Sag? What came out was victory, triumph, right? Doing the work. 8 of Pentacles. And charging forward. So, Spirit's like, look a little deeper, Sag. There's something that I think you don't realize about the life circumstances you've been going through. Are you going to take action towards something? So, you know what? I want victory here. I'm going to put more time and energy into this. Whatever this is, it could be a work situation, could be a home situation. I'm seeing you standing strong as a result of whatever actions you take at this time. Knight of Swords can sometimes be someone coming rushing in, wanting victory, wanting to put time and energy into this, who has been disappointed by things that have happened recently. It could be an outside energy. You be the judge. Take what resonates. But regardless of whether this is an external or internal energy, Spirit is saying look deeper than the surface here of the situation, because there's something important happening underneath it. Okay? Again, there is so much more. It's like if you feel like life has been a battle, you still have a lot more fight left in you, Sag. And I'm not saying it's you against the world. It's like something could be lighting your fire again and reminding you of your path despite the pain. It's like, you know, sometimes pain has to be an important teacher for us to remember who we are. And it feels like that's what's going on, Sag. Let's now go back into clarifying. I want to get more about the challenge of the healing, the pause that you're going through right now. It's around a connection, 2 of Cups. It's like maybe you're saying, you know what, I didn't fight for this in the way I should have. I didn't put the time and energy into this in the way I should have, or someone didn't. Now it's about a person. I wasn't sure if this was between you and you. Well, it obviously is between you and you because this showed up outside in your reality. Queen of Swords. Ace of Swords. Wow. You got a new truth happening here, Sag. Around, almost like, wow. There's some sharpness here. Wow. Okay, Sag. There's been like, this feels like an energy between 2 people that they're recognizing that there's some healing that needs to happen in this connection. Whenever we have all this air energy over the cup energy, it's seeing everything from a different perspective. Like I said, look beneath the surface of whatever has been disappointing. You're reevaluating a situation in love at this time. And you're recognizing that there's some healing that you're doing, deep, deep inner healing around a new understanding and around clarity. The challenge is the clarity maybe that you didn't have in the past, you now have. And I mean, this is all swords over the heart. It's like whatever's penetrated you, you know, we have a 5 of Swords situation here now. And that's conflict and almost like a battle between 2 people over the truth of a connection and the healing underneath all that needs to take place. And not necessarily as a result of that connection, but as a result of what 2 people brought into that connection from their previous histories. So they're guiding me to go straight into this pain, because what you don't see coming is it's time to address the elephant in the room, which is the hurt, right? That 2 people can carry that makes things not balanced, okay? And lightening the energy. You may decide to have an important conversation with someone. Oh, okay. Yeah. Someone may have decided, you know what, you or someone else decided this isn't what I want. Page of Wands in reverse. The Lovers in reverse. Yeah. This isn't what I want. Okay. I'm getting that. I'm hearing that. Yeah. I think that you're realizing that someone may have decided to cut you, or you have decided to cut someone out of their life. Especially with the Three of Swords and the Four of Swords, it's like, oh, okay, all right, I see now. And all of this, energy. Okay. Okay, Spirit. This is what you don't see coming. It's like there's pain that led to a situation not working out. Because the energy that was put into it from the start wasn't enough to keep it to where it was supposed to go. And there was a lot of waviness. There was a lot of up and down. This is when someone in a situation is hot and cold. But what's interesting is that if this past is informing you, right, of what could have happened, one person was showing up almost like with a lot of courage, right? And another person was like, chill. And the way they both showed up, because I'm seeing someone was in a very strong Leo energy of like, I'm going to be brave. I'm going to be strong, right? I'm going to show my hand. And the other person was like sitting back, like, prove it to me. I don't know who is who here, but you're really disappointed with what happened. Okay. But Spirit is saying you're going to overcome this. You're going to move through it. And despite the disappointment, when one door closes, another door opens. Rejection is God's protection. I could say all these things, but it's still work that has to be done to clear out what has happened. So don't bypass what you're feeling. I feel like you're going into the pain, Sag, at the end of this month. Life is a gift. Yeah, there's something Spirit's reminding you that maybe you're realizing now. Let's read this, and then we're going to talk about the immediate future. Life is unfolding for you, so seize the day and make the most of every chance to be true to yourself and live life to the fullest. It's time to cut out all the noise. Yeah. There's been a lot of mind chatter around a love bond that really needs deep healing, that has caused a lot of pain. It's almost like when a situation turns upside down, inside out, and it's being wrong. And it's squeezing, both people to actually look in the mirror and take the responsibility too for what they've said and done. And I think that you're realizing, okay, because the Queen of Swords above it all is acting with integrity with your words and standing in your truth. I want to find out now. I'm getting guided to go straight for the wheel because I want to find out, what is turning here in the current energy. Two of Swords. God, all this air. Golly, Sag. And then Temperance. The Ace of Cups. And the Three of Cups. Okay. Whew, okay. Well, it's almost like currently you've been at a crossroads about blending your energy with someone else's in a new beginning in love and actually feeling the flow of that. But one person has been like, no, I'm not letting that in. And Spirit's like, why on earth would you not let that in? Why? This has got everything you could want in the cup energy, but then it's all air. All air. Someone got in their head too much and it sabotaged this connection. And it created unnecessary pain between two people that have a very deep soul bond. But it's not all for naught. What does pain teach us? It teaches us that life is a gift and that through the pain, we will learn the lessons. There's some sort of karmic spiritual lesson here about just having fun and just playing and just enjoying something for what it is and not hyperanalyzing it, not, sabotaging it with all the fears and the doubts. So let's find out what's going on in the immediate future. What you don't see coming is that I like seeing the sun at the bottom. You're being illuminated, Sag, or someone has illuminated you and you're moving on with the fullness of yourself here. I just want to get a clarification on this. Yeah. I think that in the immediate future, you or someone else is going to apologize. We have the Six of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the Page of Cups. It's like someone's realizing, oh my God, I was completely disconnected from my heart in this experience. Why did I do that? This is someone I actually love. But it might take some time. There's healing that has to happen. See, when we heal and we're in our heart space, we don't really overthink it. We just act on our feelings and emotions, right? You might have a little bit of hesitation, right? And we might be like talking to our friends about our worries and fears. But for the most part, when you're really in your heart space, you let love lead the way. And someone couldn't. Someone couldn't here. And I think that in the immediate future, we have this moving on, right? And you kind of remembering who you are and going, oh, I'm going to be okay no matter what, whether this person comes back or not. It's in the back of my mind. There's a deep history with this person, whoever you've been dealing with. Okay, I'm getting that. This is someone that you were meant to have these experiences with, but it hasn't been easy. There's someone around you that is matching your fire, but now everything kind of like, it's almost like it feels like a broken timeline. Releasing patterns. What did I say? This has taught you about your patterns, and it's taught them about their patterns. And now you see the higher truth. That's why there's victory. It's like, even when something hurts and it's disappointing, it points you back to the path of your own healing, your own awakening, your own awareness. I feel like there's one more. Ooh, all these want to come out. We're just going to say them. Yeah, this is around being seen and being grateful for the path despite the pain. Okay, Sag? I feel like you've been going through some real deep growing pains lately, and it hasn't been easy, and there's been one connection that has been wavy as F. And you're just trying to maintain the balance. I see how hard you're trying. We have Temperance. We've got even the Eight of Wands is trying to balance out the communication. We've got Justice here. Let's now say these. We have Release Patterns. I'm ready to find myself beyond the layers placed upon me. Peeling back the layers to the higher truth, Sag. I trust and align with my higher truth. I am grateful for the life I created and am creating, finding gratitude on the path despite the pain, the hurt, the trouble that you've been going through lately. Be seen. I inspire others when I allow myself to be seen. Yeah, maybe you were afraid to be seen. Maybe your life experiences have taught you to retreat, withdraw, to not trust. But the more you trust self, the more you trust others. So Spirit's directing you back to these patterns so you can heal them. These subconscious programs that lead our lives, that can wreak havoc in our soul bonds, are there to teach us. Everything is about our own soul's evolution and our own raising of consciousness. And Sag, this is the path, and you're doing it, okay? Don't give up on what Spirit is trying to show you right now. Learn the lesson, and you will learn from this. You will grow from this, okay? And then you will turn the page and you will imagine the new possibilities. I embrace the wisdom of my imagination. So now let's get into, for the final pull, I want to get into some advice. Just keep moving through it. It's not an easy time right now. I feel like there's a long-term connection in your life, Ten of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. I feel like you found your way to your heart, but you're like, whether you feel like somebody owes you an apology or you owe an apology to someone else, I feel like the truth has been revealed at this time. What you do with it's up to you. I feel like you're going to find your way out of this, and you're going to be in a much more realigned state as a result of this. What's the advice? This is going to tell me everything here. What does Spirit want you to know? What does Spirit want you to know? Five of Cups. This is about grieving. Wow. Here's the thing. You actually have everything you could possibly ever want, Sag. You got to remember that life source within you, that Page of Cups. The life is such a beautiful journey, hope, faith, playfulness, joy. Remember how you were as a child. Remember that part of you. Go back to that. Lean into that part of you. This is deep, deep inner child healing work, right? When we recognize our patterns and our love bonds and our soulmate bonds. And you're saying, I'm pretty bummed. Like this, I'm grieving. And Spirit's saying, learn the lesson. Don't forget to bring your heart. When it comes to your family bonds, your friendship bonds, your soulmate bonds, and whether you, in this scenario, is the person who forgot to bring your heart, or you brought your heart and the trust was betrayed in the love, don't let that steal anything from you. That your life is a journey. of remembering who you are. At every turn, your life experiences will always bring you back to self. And Sag, my heart goes out to you. I'm sorry for the pain that you've been feeling. This is deep, it is true. And some things we have to let go of in order to rediscover ourselves. There's something around this that you're like, because this is a karmic year, you all. I actually feel that at the right time, there will be some sort of apology. Because there was so much here, so much richness. This is life's richness, the richness of an innocent bond. But there's been just depression, grief, sadness. So much so that someone couldn't remember. Couldn't remember. So forgive self, forgive them. And remember to be grateful for the higher truth that has brought you in releasing your patterns. You deserve to be seen, Sag. It's time for you to imagine a better future for yourself. I see you riding off into the sunset and holding on to the hope that this person may come back and bring you an apology, or you may come back at a different time and owe them an apology. There's something around the innocent heart, the child, the inner child within us all that just wants to be seen. So lean into that part of you, because when we get wounded the most by our patterns, it's really, what's really feeling wounded is that part of us that when we were children, I mean, we weren't hurt when we were little. We were so innocent and we trusted others to take care of us. So I feel like you're going deep into some trust wounds, okay? See the higher truth in your life experiences, okay? I know this isn't easy work, and feel what you need to feel, okay? But your inner child is right here with you. They've been here the whole time, okay? Sending you love, okay? Take care, Sag. Namaste.